I've never kicked an American football before, and I've set myself the challenge to see just how good I can get in 30 days. Now, I've set myself a few goals over the 30 days just to see how much I improve. The first one is to see how far I can kick over the 30 days, and the next one is to see how accurate I am and how I improve over the 30 days. But before I get into those challenges, I need to just kick the ball. I've never kicked one before. From what I've seen is the American football players slightly angle it. So it's not a straight line, it's slightly to the right. So I'll try this one and we'll see how it goes for the first kick. Okay, not the worst, not the best. So for these kicks, for the yardage, I'm counting just from the goal post to this line. I know in American football they have end zone, but I'm gonna go straight from the goal post to where I'm kicking. Where I'm kicking here is the 40-meter line, which equates to roughly 45 yards, I wanna say, 43. But as you saw there, I was a bit short, so I might have to bring it in. We'll try one more from here. Oh shit. I don't know if this holder I got is any good. It's from Wilson, the cheapest one I could find. Second attempt for 40 yards. Oh. Okay, I think we're definitely gonna have to bring it in. So now I have it set up at edge of the semicircle, which is about, I think it's 33 meters. So field or yards, that is, I want to say 35, maybe 36 yards. So it still wouldn't be that bad of a shot. I should be hitting this over though. I think if I hit this, that's the end of my practice and I'm going into the tests. So for 35 yards roughly. There we go, that's a good one. Okay, I think I found my benchmark. I can do 35 yards-ish pretty comfortably. That one wasn't a bad shot, so we'll get into the tests. So compared to day 30, I'm gonna try kicking maybe 10 balls, 15 balls from the 33. I know in American football, they have right hash and left hash. I don't know anything about it. So I reckon I'm gonna go slightly to the left, slightly to the right, center for a couple of different balls. So we'll try that. Okay, first real kick. It looks very wonky, doesn't it? Do you really kick with this much lean? I don't know. Maybe I'm over exaggerating it a bit. We'll try this. That's a wee bit better. All right. From what I've also seen, kickers have some sort of routine. So is it 3 steps back? 1, 2, 3, 2 steps left. So from here, I think. We'll try this now. First kick. Perfect. So that's 1 for 1. Now we'll see if we can go 2 for 2. It's a bad miss. Bad miss. Let's see if we can do a punt on the way back. Oh, perfect. Let's try and get another one. Oh, not as good. No, my camera. Okay, so we are 1 for 2. Let's see if we can bring back. Okay, kicking position is ready. Nice. 2 for 3. Okay, this is going to be my last kick from dead on. It's worth mentioning as well, for those who aren't familiar, these are GA posts. I don't have American football posts in my anywhere near me really. GA posts are a wee bit wider and a bit lower. So anything that just creeps inside the sides or hits the crossbar, I'm not counting. Because on real American football goals, they would actually not go in. And it's good. Okay, like I said, I don't know about the hashes, so I'm just gonna go a couple steps, 4. It's about 5 meters. So I was kicking there, and I'm now kicking here. 2, 3, 2. We are 3 for 4. So we need to make it 4 for 5. And it just drifted wide. Oh, that's bad. The left hash is definitely more difficult. Now, I don't know about that one. It seemed like it was very close. I don't know an American post would that go in, so we're not going to count it. We need to make one here. Oh no, that is nothing on the left hash. Okay, we missed everything on the left hash. What I have noticed, I think I was angling the ball wrong on the left hash. Straight down the middle, from what I assume is they tilt it slightly to the right so you can get your foot around it. I don't really know, but I think in rugby they do it as well. So here I'm assuming on the right hash, have it straight so it lines straight up at the goal. So we are 3 for 8, which is not great. Hopefully now we can make a few more of these in the right hash. That setup just didn't feel good. It's harder than it looks, you know. Whenever I saw them on the TV, you know, shooting for 40 yards, 50 yards, doesn't seem that impressive, but this is what, 35 yards-ish I'm shooting for and I can't even hit it. I can see how it's a difficult position now to make our first one on the right hash. We're back to the same problem again. On American college or NFL posts, maybe, I think high school posts are wider from what I've heard. So maybe that'll go on high school, but college, probably not. So we are not going to count it. Look how bad those shots were though. One over here, one over here. No consistency at all. So far, what we're going 3 for 10. If we can get these two, 5 for 12, I'd be somewhat happy. All right, I'm not going with the 3 step back, whatever. I feel like it messes me up, so I'm just gonna kick it straight over. Okay, that one was definitely in. Last kick. Yeah, there's a big mark. I dragged my foot along the grass there. Kind of knuckleballed in the air. Okay, so that's the accuracy challenge done. So now we're gonna see how far I can hit it. Okay, so this is straight on. I'm gonna do the wee routine. 1, 2, 3, and almost fall over. 1, 2. Okay, the length was there, just about. But the accuracy was not. So close. Please. Oh yes. There we go. Smack bang in the middle between the 33 and the 40 line. So I'll put up the yardage on the screen. Since again, I don't know American yards. I think I'm going to get back to you every few days and update you on the progress. So I'll let you know how that goes. Okay, so it's been 15 days of the challenge so far, and I've learned quite a few things actually. One of these things being is my technique on the kick. So I was looking up a few YouTube videos after day 1, and I discovered that when you're kicking a ball, you're meant to slightly lean. There's this guy, Novrik or something, I'm probably pronouncing his name wrong. He used to be an NFL kicker. The first thing he said was, when you're kicking the ball, you should have a slight lean. So it's kind of hard to do it, but you should be leaning over as you're kicking the ball. The next thing he told me, which I think I was right in for day 1, you need to angle the ball slightly, if you're right-footed kicker, slightly to the right, which I have been doing. Another thing I found really interesting is my kicking tee, or my kicking stand. It actually has another level to it. I thought it just how it comes out of the box, but I discovered you can make it higher, which I think has helped me a lot as well. I've been probably kicking for a child's ball or a youth ball and not a full-size NFL ball. Some other things that I have also learned is how important your plant foot is. So I think before I was just been kind of running up to the ball, and you know, wherever it is, you kind of go off the kick. So it could be here, it could be here, here. So I found out a lot of, or all American football kickers have a routine. I suppose that's why they do the 3 steps back, 2 steps to the left. And they have a routine so they can find the same spot every single time. That is something I'm struggling with a bit, is actually finding the same spot every time, and is the kicking routine. I find whenever I do a routine, I actually kick worse than when I don't. So it's just something I suppose I need to get used to, is to also lean back. So I used to play a bit of football, soccer football for your Americans. And as one of the guys explained very well, when you're going for a goal, you're leaning over the ball because you're obviously not trying to sky it over the crossbar. But in American football, they're trying to get it up. So the importance of standing straight, chest is where you want the ball to go. So if your chest is high, therefore it'll go higher. In terms of my longest kick, I improved it slightly. I'd like to say I'm about 45 yards. I think it was about 5 yards. So if I kick a 50 yard, if I'm able to kick 50 yards at the end of 30 days, I think I'd be very happy. But yeah, so with that being said, I'm going to try and get my furthest field goal. Okay, so this was my previous longest kick record, which is about 40 yards. If I was to get this over and even get a new personal best, I'd be very happy. 1, 2, 3. So you can see I'm still doing that kind of soccer kick. Okay, so second attempt. First one was not great, but second attempt, and it's gone over from where our record was. So I can actually bring this back. So on GA pitch, or a GA pitch, I'm on the 45-meter line, which I'll put the yardage up. I don't exactly know what it is. If we make this, we've basically got 50 yards, I think. So the kick I got over, there wasn't too much space. It couldn't have gone much further. But again, I don't think it was a great kick. So from 45 meters or about 50 yards, we actually might be able to do it. See, it was a nice ball spin on that one, just the distance was not there. And again, I still feel like I'm hitting the toe of my foot. I'm not getting direct contact here. So that means my plant foot is obviously not close enough to the ball, or I'm not leaning enough. Again, a good kick, and that one actually, I can see right here, I dragged my foot before I kicked, which would have taken out a lot of power. So that would have been a very good kick if I hadn't dragged along the floor first. So we have now hit day 30 of the challenge. Thankfully, it's almost over. My leg is in bits from kicking every day, and we can finally see how good I have gotten over 30 days. So like day 1, we're going to do 4 shots from the center, 4 from the left hash, 4 from the right hash, and at the very end, we'll see how far I can kick. On day 1, I think I got 3 out of 4, possibly, something like that. Hopefully now I should be going 4 for 4, so we'll see what we can do. All right, good shot, 1 for 1. Second attempt. So far good, 2 for 2. All right, third attempt. I'm trying to do this quickly because it's getting dark and about to rain, I think. And the wind took that one. Okay, fourth and final shot to make 3 for 4. Not the nicest kicks, but it went over. Okay, we're now on the right hash. Sorry, on the left hash. We are now on the left hash. Last time I think I only went 1 or 2 for 4, so hopefully we can change that. from day one, I angled my setup like I was kicking straight. So now I have the tee and the ball facing towards the goals. So hopefully, fingers crossed, we should do a wee bit better. All right, that was a good one. So for 2 for 4. Oh, I did not get the right contact off that. Good height and good kind of ball, you know, spinniness, but I just didn't get enough welly into it. So it went short. I think that's my first one that's ended short in the challenge. I don't know if you can see that on the camera, but my ball is completely white. Looks like he had a fun time in Colombia or something. Okay, we've taken a more shallow angle on. Okay, I think I went too shallow with the angle there. It felt very weird kicking, but it went over. So what's that? 2 for 4 on the left hash, 5 for 8. So we need to try and be getting a wee bit more on this side. Okay, maybe you can't see me on camera, but we're on to the right hash. Again, last time I think we only got 1 or 2, so hopefully we can get 3 or 4 this time. Not a good one, not a good first one. We're gonna go for a different approach here. Maybe this will give me a bit better of a kick. Okay, nice kick. Not very clean, but over the uprights. That's what we needed. Another good kick. That one got really far actually. It hit the back net. Okay, to make it 3 for 4, which would definitely be an improvement on day 1. Ah! 2 for 4. Not what we needed. Let's get on to the furthest kick. I know I can do better on that one. Okay, so not much of an improvement on the accuracy challenge, but what I will say, I didn't really practice much off the left or right hash. What my main goal was to see was how much further I can kick over 30 days. So this is my record on day 1, roughly 40 yards, maybe just under 40 yards. Hopefully we can get this, otherwise the challenge is fail. But we should be kicking this over. There we go, first try. So that's 45 or 40 yards completed. Where I know, I think I know I can kick is 50 yards, which would be a 10-yard increase, which I think is pretty good for 30 days. I've hit it once in my training, so I know I can do it, but hopefully we can do it again. So we're now at just behind the 45-meter line, a couple of yards behind. So it's about 50 yards, give or take. I think it actually could be slightly over, it could be 51 or so. I'll put it up on the screen anyways. So if we get this, that means we've improved our kicking by 10 yards, which is pretty good over 30 days. Okay, attempt 1. That was very close. Okay, second attempt. Come on, get over. Oh, bounced over. Again, close. And that didn't even come off my foot very well. It's more of a kind of a toey shot. So if we get good contact, I know we have it. Come on, get over. Ah, so close. Another 2-3 yards and it's over. Get over. Oh, finally. Been kicking that for so long. That is 50 yards complete. Contemplating, should I try and do a bit more? 55 maybe. Post-editing Peter here. I ended up trying 53 meters, which what I thought was 55 yards actually turned out to be almost 58 yards. And as you can guess, I didn't end up making the 50-yard field goal, but I got very close, so 55 yards we might have actually been able to get. But I ended up skipping this part just not to make the video too long. So I'll leave you to the outro. So that is 30 days complete. As you guys saw, we weren't able to get the 55 yards, but we did get 50, which is 10 yards improvement from day one. 10 yards in 30 days for never kicking in American football isn't too bad. Thanks very much for watching. Let me know if you want to see anything similar to this, maybe a 30-day punting challenge, or if I continue on the challenge and see how good I get after 60 days. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.